Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Monica. I started my business at 17 years old. I am now 20 years old, and ever since then I started my business. My life has immensely changed ever since I decided to start my own business, and I just feel like making this video would help other people launch their own. So get excited because I'm gonna be spilling the beans. Just a disclaimer, I will be giving advice and guidance based on product-based businesses because I am product-based. I own a cosmetic line. Also, there's many things to business, so if you guys want a part 2 by the time you guys watch this video, please let me know, because it's not like I'm gonna be making a 3-hour, 5-hour video on my channel. So enough with the introduction, let's get right into it. So we're gonna be talking about starting the business, launching the business, and then building the business. So let's start with starting a business. Obviously, you need to know your business name. Please ensure that no one else has it or has illegally claimed it. You can do this by going on Instagram, going on the search bar and looking up the business name that you want to do, see if anyone has that. You can have a slogan if you'd like. A slogan is basically like a quote or a phrase that the business represents. Decide on your color scheme, but don't go too crazy with your colors, because if people see too much colors, they're gonna be like a unicorn threw up on your business. You can create a color palette for yourself and kind of decide what you'd like to go with, but you also want to think about what products you want to put out and how much of it you'd like to launch with. Think about the look of it. Are you going to be designing it? Are you going to hire someone to make it? After that, you can start creating your social media accounts and start building your audience. And finally, make sure you find a source for your products, like a vendor, manufacturer, supplier, etc. If you want to start a cosmetic line business, I do have a vendor list available for you. This is what it looks like. I will link it down below in the description with some extra information about it. These are the vendors that I use for my business, but not only do these vendors specialize in certain products, but they have literally almost anything you can set your mind to. If you can think of it, they can make it for you. So that's just kind of a basic guidance for what you could do to start out. Secondly, launching your business. Let's talk about how you can prepare for that. So when people want to rush the process, and I totally get it, you're super excited to launch your business, you need to make sure you have an audience before you launch, because if you launch and then you start growing your audience, you have already put so much into focusing on launching the business rather than growing the awareness about your launch. So create awareness, get people excited, do some content batching. Content batching is a term when creators typically take a day or two to literally just make content for hours. Just content batch it, set it aside, and then you can start putting it out and scheduling it throughout the month. But in order to do so, you also want to make sure you study the algorithm of TikTok and Instagram, because those are my 2 main platforms, pretty much almost everybody else's main platforms, but very important for you to understand the algorithm so that way you know what marketing strategy you want to use. But once you have the whole audience situation settled, make sure you have all of your inventory, advertising merchandise such as business cards, which, by the way, let me give you guys a really good resource to launch your business, and that is Taylor Brands. I highly recommend Taylor Brands because they're the all-in-one solution for small businesses. Rather than having to manage and run your business through 5 different websites, Taylor Brands literally has everything you need to set up, and you'd be able to launch your business within minutes. Literally within a few clicks. What I love about it is that you can make your logo with them, get your domain, create your website, and even better, you get to form your LLC with them. Literally an all-in-one solution. You guys ask me all the time, where do I form my LLC? How did you form your LLC? So when making your website and getting even a business mailbox, making your logo, you get to do all of that with Taylor Brands. I will leave the link to Taylor Brands in my description down below. If you guys want to go check that out, you definitely can. You can try it out for free, which is even better. Let me know how that goes for you, because you want to find the best resources, convenience and efficient. That's a win. Please, because a lot of people do forget this, set your store policies. Have your store policies in place before launching, because this is so important for small businesses for so many reasons. Because when you start managing customer service and you are speaking with the customer, and sometimes they will ask questions and sometimes you will have to let them know how your business typically handles certain situations, that is what your store policies is there for. It's like a little shield for your business, kind of no refunds, or for example, your business is not responsible if this happens. Very important to keep that in place. Lastly, for pre-launch, make sure you have some knowledge about charging sales tax in your state, because if you're selling tangible items, especially online, you need to charge sales tax. So I would highly recommend you take some time to research about that. But finally, to build your business after launching, I want you to ask yourself, is there anything to be improved? Have you been asking for your customers honest feedback? Have your goals changed since you launched? And if so, what are your goals now? And the reason why I ask this is because if you don't have this talk with yourself, like about what you want to achieve, there will be an imbalance if you don't have this talk with yourself. You need to be able to map out what your next steps are in your business if you want to be able to achieve your goals, because with no goals, you're like a deer looking at headlights on the road. You need to know what you're gonna do next. And you have to remember that growth is never linear. There will be ups, there will be downs, things will be slow, things will pick up. And some advice that I would give you if you do experience a few bumps in the road is ask yourself if you're looking into your data. Like, are you analyzing it? Are you looking into your insights on Instagram, your analytics on TikTok? It is your job to be able to report back to yourself as your business owner and as like the whole little manager, like, because you have all the roles. And for instance, if you find yourself like repeating certain strategies, like repurposing some content that worked in your favor, like maybe like a few weeks ago, and you're continuously doing that, stop it. Because if you had a plan, that plan works out, and you want to repurpose it once or twice, okay, cool. But when you're doing it multiple times because you feel like, okay, I did a good job, I can relax now, reanalyze why that plan worked and kind of repurpose that plan, but tweak it a little bit and then do it again. Try it again. See what changed, see what worked, see what doesn't work. Because we keep thinking it's gonna bring new people in, but no, the same people are still watching it. And yeah, maybe you'll get a few people here that hasn't seen it yet, but how long will that work out for you, you know? Just keep that in mind. There's a lot more in business that I could have brought up, but I just kind of want to start off with the basics. So if you really liked this video and would love to know more, please let me know. I would be happy to do a part 2. I will link some resources down for you. If you guys have any questions, any comments, comment them. But other than that, I hope that you guys have a good morning, good afternoon, and a good night from wherever you are in the world. Bye, chicas.